What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Quincy Ball Sports. This is one that I've been looking forward to. It is hockey playoffs, baby. We got all the teams here. We can scroll over to the other side, I'm assuming, yeah. But this is going to be great. I mean, I am so excited for these playoffs. Hopefully, if you guys don't know, I am a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. I hope we win it. We'll get into them later. So, our first matchup, without further ado, is Calgary versus Oh, no. Oh, I can change it. So, I know the Avalanche have one just stellar line with Rantanen, Landeskog, and McKinnon. And Calgary making their first playoff appearance. I'm actually going to go with an upset here, solely because the Avalanche made it to the playoffs last year. They gave Nashville one hell of a run, and I really think that they are more experienced in this department. I think that loss is going to just fire them even more, and I think I'm going to go with, I like Colorado in this. Next, we have San Jose and Vegas. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm picking San Jose solely because there is such a thing as beginner's luck, and I do think that Vegas experienced that a little bit last year. I don't think the Sharks lose to them 2 times in a row. I'm going to take San Jose. Next, we have Nashville and Dallas, and this is interesting. So, I don't think Dallas gets this win, but I'm telling you, if there's stars like Sagan and Ben, if they show up, this could actually be a bloodbath of a series. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas pulls this off, but I'm going to go with Nashville. And lastly, we have Winnipeg and St. Louis. I really like the Jets, Scheifele, and just everybody. They have such a great home ice advantage. Even though it's the smallest arena, they pack that place, and I think that gives them a win here. So, moving on, I guess we'll go with the second round for these now. We have Colorado and San Jose. Now, I'm not really sure who to go with here, but I think Colorado, like I said, they have one stellar line. I think it's just the Sharks have a lot more depth. And I like their depth a lot more, so I'm going to take them. And then Nashville and Winnipeg. Winnipeg won last year, and I think that's what I'm going to go with this year. I like Winnipeg's chances in that department. And I guess we'll go to this conference final. San Jose and Winnipeg. Who's going to the Stanley Cup? I really don't know. I'm telling you, this would be a great series. But I think a Canadian team's got to get to the Cup soon. I'm going with Winnipeg. So Winnipeg is our first Stanley Cup representative. Next, we have the east side of things. We have Tampa Bay and Columbus. Columbus always finds a way to let people down in the playoffs. And I think I got to go with the hot hand in Tampa. Now, I said earlier, I am a Leafs fan. We're choking in Game 7. It happens every year. Oh, hockey gods, why do you hate me so? You had to match us up against Bot. If we had home ice advantage, I would pick the Leafs. I think this is going to be a bloodbath. I say it goes 7. But I want to pick the Leafs so bad, but I got to pick Boston, man. I mean, we've seen this movie before. Next, we have Carolina and Washington. Now, Carolina was not expected to make the playoffs. Washington, coming off the Stanley Cup, I think I gotta go with Washington. I mean, they have the monkeys off their backs. They don't have that much pressure to play with. They can just go out and have fun. I'm going to take Washington. And lastly, we have the Islanders and Penguins. Now, I love Matt Barzal. I love Barry Trotz. I love what the Islanders have going. But I think you have to go with Pittsburgh in this one. That's a tough one for me, but I think the Islanders have been so much better throughout the season, but the playoffs are a different beast. I think the Penguins are more playoff ready. Next, we have Tampa Bay and Boston. Now, I did pick Tampa Bay last year. They were my pick last year, and they were up 3-2 against Washington, then curled up in the fetal position in Game 6 and 7 and did not score a goal. So, I'm not really sure who to go with. My mind wants me to, my gut is telling me to pick Boston. but I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to take the Lightning. And then down here, we've seen this movie before. And I think after beating the Penguins last year, Washington is going to come out ready. But I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. That is so tough. That is so tough, but I think I'm going to have to pick them. Next, I really want to go with Tampa Bay, but they let me down last year. I can't have that happen again. Pittsburgh has such good playoff experience, and I think I just got to pick them. And our Stanley Cup final is Winnipeg and Pittsburgh. Now, I really don't know who to go with here, but I'll tell you. Winnipeg, I really, really like what they have. And Pittsburgh has already had their cups, and sooner or later, a Stanley Cup has to come north of the border. I'm taking Winnipeg to win the Stanley Cup. That's my pick. Canada has to have a Stanley Cup winner. I guess I'll go goals scored. 25, I guess. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Winnipeg is my pick. Leave your pick down below. And I'll see you next time.